Mouth breather. For most of my adult life, I've had a tendency towards insane philosophical ramblings. I don't know how much of that I want to do on this channel, but a thought occurred to me that seemed worth setting down as soon as I had it and as soon as I finished doing what I was doing at the time that I had it. So, I was thinking about the possibility of existence beyond the state of being a flesh and blood animal life form. I have thoughts of this sort quite frequently. You can blame them on the fact that I grew up watching Star Trek: The Next Generation. So the idea that life can exist as just a ball of energy floating through space or something like that is imprinted on me at an early age. So I was thinking about that. I was trying to conceptualize how, other than, how to integrate the fact that we have our current material existence as part of that. Like, if we have the ability to exist as just as, for lack of a better term, a soul, why do we not start out there? And I've had numerous previous answers to that question. This is a new one that I just thought of. So, there are, in neurological science, there are 3 learning styles that have been documented, possibly 4 depending on who you ask. Visual learners want to either read about the thing or see a demonstration of what to do. Auditory learners are the ones who learn by having it explained to them. They want to hear you talking about it. The classroom model is pretty much constructed around auditory learners, even though research indicates that there are only around 3% of people who primarily learn that way. That's just another example of how screwed up our system is. And the third style is most often referred to as kinesthetic learning, and there's possibly a couple of subsections of that can be identified, but a kinesthetic learner, and this is what I think I am, personally, is they learn by doing something with their hands. In my case, the most effective way for me to do something like memorizing a telephone number is to write it down. Even if I don't read the thing that I wrote down, the fact that I performed the action of writing seems to encode it into my brain to a greater extent. And so I am now, just today, having the thought that I can integrate this aspect of myself into thoughts about higher dimensional selves if we are meant to evolve out of our material existence into something beyond, something ineffable, then an explanation for the existence that we're living is the world of flesh and blood and matter is the equivalent of the paper that I'm writing that phone number down on, not because I need the written down phone number, but because I need the act of having written it down. So I use a material prop to expand upon what my brain is capable of. And so once I'm done with that, I could in theory throw the paper away, although I'm a bit of a pack rat, so I tend to keep it. But I don't necessarily need to find it again, and that pattern could hold true for any number of things about human beings in whatever state of existence we potentially move on to when we're done being ugly bags of mostly water, as a certain Star Trek episode famously described us. And since we are all currently at the mercy of our biological vulnerabilities, courtesy of coronavirus, it's worth putting some thought into the idea of whether we could become more than that someday, and whether it's worth investing our thoughts and our efforts in that direction.